Good evening. I'm your host, Nia Williams, and welcome to UWW Spotlight. This week, we will be putting a magnifying glass on the Black Student Union. The Black Student Union is an organization that supports the Black community on Whitewater's campus, and elections for the new e-board have just taken place. UWW Spotlight's Tori Carter has more on this subject.
Founded in 1968 as the Afro-American Organization, the group consisted of 30 members who gathered to share experiences and create unity on a predominantly white campus. BSU's mission is to promote academic success, raise political, economic, social, and cultural development, and foster harmony and equality in the UW Whitewater community while encouraging unity among members and increasing awareness of the Black community. Last week, the Black Student Union held their yearly elections to vote on the new e-board for next semester. Melina Bruford, running for president position, also served as the vice president for the current semester. She shares her experience on how it was running for her position and advice she could give to others.
So it definitely was nerve-wracking. I was very nervous. I took all day to prepare, just letting my professors know in advance that this is a really big election that's going on. I just made sure to be confident within what I was saying.
Jalen White ran for the president position for Black Student Union. Never on this e-board, she speaks to her experience at this PWI and what catapulted her to go after such leadership roles in various organizations.
Being a freshman, I always dreamed of being a vice president, at least of some sort of ethnic race union. So to be the Black Student Union president during my senior year is an amazing honor to have.
As you've heard, BSU has impacted many different students on UW Whitewater's campus. If you are looking to get involved, please don't hesitate from joining in on the experience of this legacy on campus. BSU's weekly meetings are held every Tuesday at 5:15 to 6 p.m. If you are looking to get involved, don't hesitate to join. You heard the testimonies of the students, so what's stopping you from being a part of this legacy?
Thank you, Tori, for the insight. When we come back, I'll be joined by the current president and new membership liaison of the Black Student Union to get an inside look at what it means to be a part of this organization.
We'd love to show you what it's like to be a war hawk.
Come on!
Don't miss out on your chance to be a war hawk.
At UW Whitewater.
You belong here!
The Royal Purple, the best place for all the latest news around the community and campus of UW Whitewater. Here you'll find all different types of weekly news stories, including sports, arts and rec, biz and tech, and even fun and interesting things like trendsetter columns and the tweet of the week. The Royal Purple has a full staff to handle all of your advertising and article needs. Ad managers and sales representatives can help you get your ad in seasonal print issues online at royalpurplenews.com and out on our social media platforms. Editors and journalists would love to write features about your organization and follow-ups about your important events. For more information on student employment opportunities, advertisement services, or anything news, contact the Royal Purple over at R@uww.edu or give us a call at 262-472-5100. Stop by our office and say hi on campus in McCutcheon Hall, room 113. For all of your local campus community news, check out the Royal Purple here at University of Wisconsin-Whitewater.
Here at UWW, we put a lot of emphasis on shaping your involvement. Involvement helps you get to know more people with similar values and goals as yourself. The Student Involvement Office can help you get involved with organizations on campus, or we can help you start a brand new one. So what are you waiting for? It's time to shape your involvement at UWW. If you'd like to learn more, stop by UC 127 or contact us at involvement@uww.edu or call 262-472-6217.
Bonsoir à tous.
Hola!
Hej, hur är läget?
Marhaba.
Ni hao.
Konnichiwa!
UW Whitewater International Student Association is a student organization that brings both international students and national students together to share their cultural experience and beliefs. The ISA also collaborates with other student organizations in UW Whitewater. The International Dinner is one of the most unique events that ISA have for every spring semester, which serves all kinds of food from different countries, and it invites students to show their talent on the dinner. So what are you waiting for? Come join the ISA today.
We are
ISA.
Welcome back. I'm Nia Williams, and you're tuned into UWW Spotlight. With me now is the current president, Jordan Robinson, and the new membership liaison, Kayla Williams. Thank you for joining us today. So the first question I have for you all is, what does Black Student Union stand for?
So the Whitewater BSU is the first BSU in the Midwest. It was founded in 1968. It has a very rich tradition of being like the staple and really the bar, like really the standard of what a BSU should be. So it's huge in our community and plays a huge role.
Okay, so then my next question is, what made you want to join BSU in the first place?
As a freshman, I was really drawn to the sense of community that I saw from the Black Student Union and the current e-board that it had. And being a part of the e-board now, it really pushes me to be that person for other people, so that people who have not been involved in BSU or may not know what it stands for are aware of just the sense of community that is on this PWI.
Yeah, involvement is very, very important. So what does it mean to you to really be a part of this organization?
It's huge. The different opportunities, the different professional development, the different personal growth that I've experienced through my time in BSU as a general body member and as president is something that I wouldn't change for anything in the world. So it means the world to me.
Yeah, so I'm assuming through your meetings there's like a lot of networking and connections. What are some of the topics that you all talk about during your meetings?
We try to do a lot of different things in a lot of different varieties. We try to touch on different topics that center around the Black community. We talk about breast cancer awareness. We talk about sexual assault. We did a Black History Month program with Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. We try to take on different things and just what's relevant in the community. We also had a meeting about gender roles this year as well.
Yeah, so I'm assuming with these e-board positions that there's like a lot of responsibilities. So could you kind of explain what your specific responsibilities are for your positions?
Coming in as the new membership liaison, my specific role would be to reach out to not only people in the Black Student Union community, but also those outside of it, because Blacks, like us as African American people on this predominantly white institution, we cannot do it all by ourselves. So it's really important to talk to different organizations like WSG, people who have maybe a bigger influence than we would have.
Awesome. And then for your role?
And then for me as president, it was super important. I'm the face of BSU. I'm the face of BSU not only to the student body, but faculty and staff. So like, it was a lot of times that I would walk around campus and like people would refer to me as like the president of BSU. And I think in the Black community, sometimes we undervalue how powerful we are. And I feel like the faculty here and other student leaders really empowered me to believe like how powerful I was as president. So a lot of the things is I'm the face, so I get a lot of emails, a lot of people want to talk to me, a lot of people want to be able to say that the Black Student Union sat in that room and approved this said conversation or approved this said mission or whatever it is. So I sit in a lot of board meetings, I sit in a lot of meetings, I respond to a lot of emails, and I'm the face. So when things are going well, everybody come and be like, "Oh, you're running a great campaign. You're doing a great job." But when things going bad, I hear it all. So I'm just kind of that line of defense for my board. I ride for my board all the time. I have to be that person who, no matter what's going on, we good. We're gonna figure it out and keep moving forward.
Yeah, thank you both for those explanations. So I know you mentioned collaborations with like WSG and other potential like minority organizations. Is there any organizations or individuals you're looking forward to collaborating with in the future to help advance student life here at Whitewater?
Kind of going back to the previous answer, I really want to collab with WSG because, as I said, it's very important that we're involving these other big organizations that have a really big pull. As we know, WSG just made the weight room free. Imagine what else they could do. And I think it's really important that those conversations should be had so that those type of advancements can keep happening for everybody, not just Black people, African American people.
Yeah, network and collaborations are definitely very important. So my next question is, to the point of collaborations, with you being the president, what are some successful collaborations you've had?
We've had a lot of really successful collaborations. We've actually got the opportunity to work with Whitewater Student Government on the Unity Walk. We worked with Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated on My Black is Beautiful, which was a Black History Month program. We got the opportunity to work with DICE, which is Diversity in STEM Education, and Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated on a breast cancer awareness event. We got the opportunity to work with Tifu Cultural Ensemble, which is an umbrella organization of BSU. We got the opportunity to collab with our alumni, which was super important and super powerful. We're always looking to collab. We're always looking to grow. So it's always a success in our collaboration.
So it sounds like you had a pretty busy semester.
Really
Couple
busy.
semesters, yeah.
Really
Okay, so what experiences have led you to the position as president?
I would have to say that it was the previous board. I think the previous board did, like with everything in life, I think they did some great things that I really thought were powerful, but I also think there were some things that needed to be improved. I've always been that person who you can't complain about things that you don't go take initiative to change. So I went head first and I said, I'm gonna be president, I'm gonna be the one to change. I think in my term, I changed a lot of the things that I wanted to change. I think we had consistent numbers coming to BSU for a long time. We were in the high 30s, low 40s most nights, and then depending on what the event was, we would get all the way up to 60. I think the social aspect of BSU grew, and we reestablished that post-COVID. So I'm super excited to see BSU continue to flourish, and I think the next board has the potential to take it to amazing heights.
Yeah, so since you served as the president from last semester and this semester, what has the presidency led you to do now for the future?
So it led me to understand my power and understand my voice as a Black man on this campus. I think way too many times we all see it. We all see that our retention rate isn't good. You will see one person one semester, you won't see them the next semester. So it's led me to really take more initiative and try to empower the next generation to understand, like, if you don't take yourself seriously, no one's gonna take you seriously. Like, if you can't take yourself serious in this college setting, how do you expect yourself to take yourself seriously in a setting in the workplace? Because they're not going to hold your hand, they're not going to baby you. So really trying to like empower that next generation to take that leap forward, take charge of what they can control, and take pride in their academics.
Yeah, I would agree. So you kind of spoke on somewhat of your values. So what would you say are your 3 most important values?
Love and compassion, humility, and guidance. I would have to say are my 3 values.
Okay, and then what are your 3?
Something that Jordan and I have in common is the love and compassion aspect of our values. I feel that you can't show somebody a value if you don't value it yourself. And then my other 2 would have to be honesty and then legacy. I think the legacy that I hold personally for myself, I want to be known, and then also the legacy of other African American people on this campus. I want other people to hold that as a value just as I do.
Yeah, thank you for those answers. A quick break. When we come back, we'll have more from the e-board of the Black Student Union.
What does it mean to be a war hawk?
It means allowing myself to dream big and think outside the box.
Pushing the limits of what I think is possible.
Seeing ideas through from start to finish.
Collaborating with professors and peers.
And seizing opportunities in the community to put my knowledge to use.
I'm studying abroad,
learning another language,
and listening to the stories of others.
I'm making lifelong friends and fearlessly sharing my gifts with the world.
As a Warhawk, I stay balanced,
take great care of myself,
and get out of my comfort zone.
I refuse to let the past determine my future.
And I'm taking confident steps in the direction of my dreams.
Sometimes it doesn't make sense.
And other times it couldn't be more exciting.
But I will keep my goals in mind and never quit.
Because
that's the Warhawk way.
UWW-TV has been an important part of the campus and community since 1980.
Not only providing on-air learning opportunities for broadcast journalists and electronic media production students,
but educating and entertaining our audiences with award-winning news, live sports coverage, original programming,
as well as dedicating the mission to developing creative collaborations throughout campus.
For more information, visit our website and like us on Facebook.
Check us out because you got to see what's on UWW-TV.
Crew is a faith-based organization for UW Whitewater students. Their mission? To create an inclusive Christian community for students looking to explore or grow their faiths.
For me specifically, it's been amazing to just have people to walk alongside with my Christian journey on.
They always say to go and experience new things while you're at college, and I think this is just another one of those things that you should experience.
Crew welcomes all students and is held at Summers Auditorium on Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Come join our crew.
The Department of Communication offers students the opportunity to explore the world through the faculty-led travel study program. The course consists of both in-class lecture and a 3-week travel component at the end of the semester.
You have a life that is insanely busy. You don't have to give up so much time to do a 3-week travel study, and you can compact a lot in 3 weeks.
The course is worth 3 credits and is open to all majors. The program features group travel with peers and faculty.
I think the benefit of traveling in a group like the travel study is there's always somebody there to experience new things with you, and you always have new friends to gain.
Travel Study offers a variety of travel destinations, including a trip to Ireland every other year. Develop new relationships, participate in enriching cultures, and experience personal growth while abroad.
With the Travel Study, it was so great being able to go to places and really experience the value that they can give to our own culture and just to me as a person.
For more information, please visit
The P.B. Poorman Pride Center is the place to go for LGBTQ+ resources, information, and community. Located in the Warhawk Connection Center, while there, you can meet people like Mia.
And I serve Impact as president this fall, as well as working for the Pride Center. Impact is our queer LGBTQ+ and ally organization on campus. We meet once a week, and we do a lot of social events as well as education events.
It feels like I'm way more accepted here than when I was in high school. It is like a really big family.
Along with acceptance, in the Pride Center you can find a little library, a clothing closet, and a satellite location of the Warhawk Food Pantry.
It just feels like a home to me. You know, it feels like my home away from home, and there's such a community here that is so wonderful and full of joy.
For more information, follow the Pride Center on Instagram at UWW_PRC.
Welcome back. You're watching UWW Spotlight. I'm Nia Williams, and right now I'm getting the perfect intel about what it means to be a part of the Black Student Union. So tell me, what specific goals do you have for your position within BSU?
As the membership liaison, one specific goal I have is to bring the numbers up. I also want people to know that BSU is more than just showing up to a party. It's also an academic aspect of it. There's a community aspect of it because there's a lot of smart people and resources that a lot of people don't even know that are out there. So I really just want to be that person to give them that intel about all the resources.
That campus has to offer. That's perfect. So another question for you both is, who is the most important person in your life?
My mom, I would have to say, is the most important person in my life. She's a very educated woman. Every day I talk to her, I see how she goes about life, and it just makes me want to be exactly that.
I'm gonna take the campus approach. So I'm probably gonna go, it's a tie between Aaron Broadwater and then Deontay Ramsey. They've really guided me through my journey as BSU president, and they've been like those big brothers and those people that you need in your life to help you excel. Like, they get on me when they need to get on me. They praise me when I need to be praised. So they've probably been the most influential in my life outside of like immediate family.
Yeah, so you would say they're kind of like mentors for you on campus?
For sure. And then having them be Whitewater alumni, black men who served in some of these positions and know what it's like to be in this campus environment. They've done an amazing job.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's probably very, very helpful. So my next question is, what are some short-term and long-term goals you have set for yourself?
A long-term goal that I've had set for myself was actually to be on the BSU e-board. I was having my eye on all the different positions and just getting a feel for all of them by just being a general body member of the Black Student Union, showing up to events, seeing what each position does. So that for sure is a long-term goal. As far as short-term goals go, academics for sure. Showing up to class, being there, making sure the professor knows who I am personally so that I can go to them and feel comfortable asking them for questions. And I definitely have achieved that as well.
Yeah, some for you?
A personal goal for me, I would probably have to say, was to be BSU president, be successful in it. And then the next goal was to continue to grow, and I did that as well. I got the opportunity to be a senator for WSG. And then this was just a shortcoming. Like, this was never for this, but it wasn't expected either. I got the opportunity to be nominated for an involvement award, so I'm excited about that as well. So
that's really exciting, and congratulations on your new position.
I appreciate you.
So, since you won't be the president next semester, what are your plans for the fall?
So I'll be serving on the e-board as well. I'll be helping as the undergraduate coordinator in the fall. I'm also going to be the head coach and the president of the men's club basketball team. And then the goal, fingers crossed, is to have an involvement award attached to my name.
That's awesome. Sounds like another busy semester for you.
Yeah.
So for you, aside from your new position, what are your plans for the fall?
Go to class, pass all my classes. Classes are only getting harder. They're not letting up. So being that mentor, people see me in class. I would hope that would make them want to go to class to show that it is possible.
Yeah, definitely being the example is definitely very smart. So what do you hope to gain from your role as the new membership liaison?
I just hope to continue building on my communication skills. I feel that even in the classroom setting, when we have group projects, I know how to communicate there professionally and not offend anybody with the beliefs that I may have, but I still find a way to have my point across. And I feel that being the membership liaison, the different communication factors that go into that would for sure help me in a workplace.
Yeah, so speaking to communication, what are some tactics that you have to help grow BSU?
I think being personable. I think showing, just because I'm on the e-board doesn't mean I'm not a real person. I would really love to show my personality to not just my fellow e-board members, but also to the community. Being personable for sure is one thing, because if I find something that I can relate to with somebody as a person, not just because I'm the membership liaison, that builds not only short-term relationships, but long-term relationships as well, because we have a lot in common with people who we may not think we do, and I think that's a really big takeaway from being at Whitewater.
Yeah, definitely being in those leadership roles is really important to make sure that you're personable and able to talk to people. So that's a really good point that you mentioned. So why do you both think it's important that students get involved, whether that be in BSU or other organizations on campus?
I feel that being involved helps you build that sense of community. It helps you feel that there's a sense of belonging here for you. And you don't have to go head first and join BSU. There's a whole bunch of organizations that you could join. For me personally, it was something as little as being on the club basketball team. I enjoyed basketball, that's what I did. I made friendships through there and connections through there. And now I feel that I'm in a place where I could take on a bigger role, such as being the membership liaison of the Black Student Union.
Yes, that's awesome. And I know Whitewater offers a number of different clubs and organizations, so definitely finding something that you love and you kind of stick to it definitely helps you get more involved. So why do you think it's important as a president to have ethics in your leadership?
It's super important, because in any leadership position, you don't do it for yourself. You do it for those that you serve. Like, you're a servant of the community. So it's super important because people are trusting you with money. People are trusting you to make the best decisions for them through your organization, whether that's getting them the professional development that they need, whether it's giving them the personal development they need, or whether it's just telling them what they really need to hear in that moment and getting somebody who can guide them through what they need. So you really have to make sure that you're not doing it or in it for self-gain, but you're in it for the gain of the community.
Yeah. Would you say transparency is also important as a leader?
I think transparency is extremely important, but everybody doesn't need to know everything. So you have to be very mindful about what you choose to put out there, because everything that you say in a leadership role can and will be repeated 9 times out of 10.
Yeah. So are there any prevalent issues in the community now that BSU is facing?
I think getting people to come out to events that aren't just parties. As I stated, it's really important for people to just come weekly to BSU to see what it's about. There's a lot of important values, a lot of connections that can be made within there. So I think the biggest issue would be getting people to show up to those more important events.
Yeah. So with that in mind, what are some of the more educational-based or community-based events that you plan on for the fall?
One event that I really want to host is kind of like something that's more interactive as well, because I think when you get people involved, so I can't give you any specifics right now. I'm still got the summer to think about it, work on stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so just something that's really interactive, because as I stated, those important events are what people need to be at. So if it's more interactive for one event, then they'll come back to the other ones and maybe tell a friend to come back as well.
Yeah, I definitely believe like with the shift and how people are moving here at Whitewater, definitely having something more interactive will be really important, because no one wants to be talked to all day or talked at. So what advice would you give aspiring members to possibly join the BSU e-board?
Go for it. Dive head first. It's a very great experience that you would never get back. I hear from alumni all the time, like I run my organization, how I ran T4, or how I ran BSU. I think Whitewater has a really rich tradition of producing great people into the world and producing great professionals, and it's because of the way that we run our student organizations and the power that our student organizations hold. So I'll tell anybody who's interested, anybody who even has the slightest thought, go for it. Dive head first, take full advantage, because it's gonna push you to propel yourself forward. Like, you're gonna be ashamed to be that person that has a 2.5 GPA when everybody else on your board getting dean's list. Like, it's gonna make you and motivate you to really push yourself and grow as an individual and grow as a person. And it's an experience that you can only get here.
Perfect. So are there any special events that are coming up as we're getting ready to wrap up the semester that you'd like the campus to know about?
I'm so glad you asked. We do have our Dancing on Diamonds Ball. That'll be April 29th from 7 to 11. It is a black tie event. And make sure you wear your nicest gown. Tuxes, you might see your favorite alumni.
And then another event is happening